Truth man here. So I want to talk about divorce and how there's so many divorces going on in my area that I just gotta basically pull out a list of process servers and keep going down the list until I find one that can do mine. Now the first two were too busy, so now like a little later on today, I'm gonna have to go to the list and just keep picking them off until I find one. That's how many people is getting divorced. It all starts out, oh, I just love you. Yeah, all the compliments. All the compliments. It start out with all the compliments. And then it ends up with, in most cases, like y'all know what I believe. I believe that most women are the reason and the cause for their divorce, whether they're filing it or something with their behavior. Either they're have a man in a sexless marriage and he gets somebody else, it's still their fault. Still their fault. It's not him cheating. It's their fault. They'll say, well, he cheated. No. Go back to when you was giving him plenty. What was he doing? Okay then. So it's like it's mostly their fault. Either they're being disrespectful and he gets tired of it, or they get bored. Anyway, most of it's their fault. And in my area, it's like all these divorces, all this paperwork is being filed. Now, although they say 70% of women file for divorce, for 30% of men, the way men conduct themselves, like far as just trying to keep their business to themselves, me, I don't believe in that. If I know somebody sneaky, and I've been this way, you can go back to my correctional background. If I know somebody trying to be sneaky, I like to expose them. If you're trying to present yourself and the way you conduct yourself different from the way people know you to conduct yourself, and I know you're doing that, that's why I started calling myself Mr. Exposed. Because a lot of women will be behind closed doors, not being who they supposed to be, and guys won't even be saying nothing. They'll just be putting up with it. They'll be even scared to comment. What did you mean by that? You see me on this Facebook. What did you mean by that? My sister, my cousin came and told me what you... Look, I will say this to you women. If you don't want people, and if this shuts off, we'll do a part 2 if I feel like I'm not done. But if you don't want people to view you in a certain light, then the best way is not to be that person that you don't want people to view you as. Not just banking on some guy just keeping secrets and got you looking good in public, but you bad in private. So if she's withholding sex, she's causing this divorce. Even if he goes out and gets with another woman, she still caused it if he wasn't doing that while she was putting it out. But even then, you don't break your family up over that. Like as a woman, like if you going by the Bible, you don't. If you going by the United States, then yeah. But I look at it like most of these women are somehow, I don't even believe it's 2% where the woman is not at fault at all in the demise of her relationship. Where she ain't did nothing, she ain't said nothing, he just the fool. Like, I don't believe that. I don't believe it. I'm being painted as the bad guy when for years, and I say this before the Most High, and you tell me I'm lying about this. When we had problems, I tried to talk it through, and it was always swept under the rug. I was labeled. I was even told that I act like a female. I just want to argue, all that, when I was trying to resolve these issues. But when she had issues with me, she could go on forever. I'm telling y'all, man. So now we see that there's no way that all of these women are innocent in this area. All these divorces, all this divorce paperwork being filed. Now, some of it might be eviction, summons for other stuff, but I guarantee you that most of this is divorce paperwork. All them people that I saw down there, it's divorce paperwork, most of this. And that should tell all the rest of y'all something. Just what your pastor said, and the old people in your family, and there's reality. What is reality telling y'all? Reality is telling y'all, when I'm uploading as we speak, that most marriage is going to be a waste of time. If you get in it, you hoping that the one that you get in won't be. But who's to say that the woman that you're with won't switch up down the line? You know, that's just a chance you take. You know? So, but they are key contributors to all of this. Key contributors. And I know because I've worked and I've saw how married women conduct themselves at work. I've seen it firsthand. You be like, she married? I never would have thought it with some of these dudes' wives. Even out here, like some of these guys' wives, you never would have thought it based on how they dress, based on how friendly they are, based, you know, like there was one in particular. Like one in particular that was so over friendly with me that I was gonna shoot. And I was looking and saw that ring on her finger, and I stopped talking to her altogether. Like when I saw her, I just stopped talking to her altogether because, like, I don't want you. I ain't that dude. Like, I don't want no women. I don't want no divorced women, newly divorced women, divorced women in general. Like, I'm gonna look at that. I am. Like, if he's still alive, I'm gonna look at that. So, and I'm gonna investigate that. But they contribute, man. I know the simps and the versus mindset dudes and the dudes that really didn't grow up in the most masculine environments. They had to be around women all the time. I know they want to pit themselves as top rank, and they want to, you know, protect and take up for these women. But these are the facts. And the facts is, with all these divorces that's going on, you young dudes, you want to be like your dad. He was married. He had you and your brother and sister. It ain't that kind of world no more, man. These women are sluts. They sluts. They lie. A wife ain't supposed to be lying to her husband. These women lie all the time. How you gonna marry them? How you gonna be under the same roof as them? And then you get on them. You get on to them. Police, 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 police. But I just thought I'd talk about that a little bit, man. We're going to connect the dots today with these videos. So stay tuned.